Yo, what's good guys, it's Steven, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys 3 tips that you guys can apply to any studio sessions that you go to. Whether this be like an artist session or you're just like cooking up with another producer at a studio, I think all of these tips will definitely help you guys make less mistakes and ultimately just make your whole experience better. So yeah, let's get into the video. And yeah, pretty much these are just all tips that people have given me over the years, whether they be like mentors or just artists that I've been in with, that have kind of just told me like their pet peeves of when producers come to the studio with them. So the first thing on my list of things to do whenever you're in a session is definitely just to like be cool in whatever session you're in. I would say definitely don't take anything too seriously. I think I see it a lot when producers are in sessions and they just try to be way too serious whenever they're making something. At the end of the day, you're also there just to have fun with your friends. So I would say definitely don't just pull up to a session and just not really talk at all. What's the point of even working together in the first place if you guys don't even like being around each other? I would say another thing too is definitely to be respectful and kind, whether that's to like the studio staff, just respecting the equipment in general. I think much better music is made when everyone's just comfortable around each other and just happy to be working with one another. I'd say my second tip whenever you're pulling up to a session is just to have all of your equipment ready to go, whether that's having your laptop on close to fully charged. And I would say even bringing your own interface can also be super important. Even if you're going to a studio like Record Plant, which already has all of their own equipment, I've definitely seen it before when producers would rather just pull out a Focusrite and just connect it super easy, because at the end of the day it can be a hassle just to set your laptop up. And then the third tip that I'm gonna be giving you guys, and this is a tip that I just had to learn myself recently this year, is to be pretty assertive when you're in these sessions. I don't mean like just bossing people around or like being disrespectful. I'd say a good example of being assertive is if an artist asks a group of producers like, yo, you guys want to play some beats, like whoever wants to go first. I would definitely recommend to each one of you guys just to take any opportunity like that and just be like, yo, like, let me get the aux. Kind of just like take the first steps in a lot of these sessions, even if it's just like you and another producer making beats. I'd say a cool way to go about this is just to be like giving them a couple of ideas like, yo, I like this, but what if it sounded like this? And if you're in with an artist and they're recording, maybe just give them suggestions like, yo, I like how you sounded on this part, but maybe switch up the flow on this part. I think a lot of what music is lacking right now is just being honest with each other. So now that I gave you guys 3 tips that you should do in every studio session, here are 3 things to never do in any session that you ever go to. I'd say the first thing and the most important thing is just to never talk about business or percentages. I'm pretty against talking about like splits or any of the business side of music when I'm actually working on music. And then all of the business stuff can just be handled afterwards. I'd say going along with that, just to not come across as thirsty and don't force yourself onto shit that isn't needed. An example of this that I've seen multiple times is when an artist will be playing a song that they've already made, and then the producer in the room will be like, yo, like let me add something to this, like force themselves onto the record. Obviously you're not going to be able to work on every single record, and I definitely say to just pick and choose the places where you try to give other people ideas for a beat. My second tip of what not to do at any session is to definitely not be the guy that's just in the corner of the room on their phone. Especially don't be scrolling through Twitter or TikTok with the videos on full volume. So I would just say definitely be courteous whenever you're in a session. And then my third tip, and a tip that hopefully a lot of you guys won't have to listen to because you already knew it, is just to be clean whenever you go to any of these sessions. I can speak from experience. No one wants to work with anyone that smells bad or has like bad breath or just doesn't seem like they care about their overall hygiene. This might sound like a joke to some of you guys, but I can speak from experience where it gets in the way of actually making music because you're just like, yo, you smell like shit. So I would say, yeah, just like take care of yourself before you go to any session, because at the end of the day, the whole point of this video is just to eliminate any distractions from actually making the music and just to give you guys a better experience whenever you're pulling up to a session. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Hopefully you guys can take something from this video and apply it to the next session that you end up going to. I've definitely been blessed with having a lot of mentors tell me a lot of this stuff over the years. Some of it I did have to figure out for myself, but yeah, I'm just glad I didn't have to learn the hard way for a lot of these things. And with that being said, be sure to go follow my Instagram at @StevenSchaefer_ if you want to keep up with all the stuff I'm doing. And also I'm going to be posting a lot more breakdowns on there. If you guys want to go see my most recent one, I just broke down the beat for this recent Tory Lanez single that I produced called Shot Clock Violations. But yeah, that's it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.